Imagine you just finished your morning yoga routine. You started with your pranayam, and suddenly a gripping pain grips you in the lower back. You are unable to move. You are unable to do anything. And umpteen number of tests later, and lots of trauma later, you are finally diagnosed with spinal tuberculosis after 6 months. Hi, this is Anshu, and you're watching my channel Anshu Todi. Well, the person in the story was me, and it was my story from exactly 2 years back. 2 years back, I was suffering from spinal tuberculosis, but it was not getting diagnosed. I was under tremendous pain, tremendous problems, but it was somehow just not getting diagnosed. And by the time it finally got diagnosed, the doctor told me that you have to get operated because I was unable to move out of bed. I was bedridden for 3 days, and he said the bacteria from the tuberculosis had gone ahead and compressed my two vertebrae in the spinal cord, and a decompression surgery had to be performed on me if I had to walk again immediately. So he said that if I do not opt for surgery and go just with the tuberculosis medicine, I would be bedridden for a minimum of 3 months in the same posture, and that left me with no option because that was an option which I just could not go ahead with. So I opted for surgery, and in exactly August 2018 I was operated with the decompression surgery, and 2 titanium rods and 9 screws were fixed on my spine. Now you might be wondering, why am I sharing this story with you? Okay, so today I am going to share with you the secret of the mind and body connection that all of us have, which we are not aware of, with the help of 2 stories. So one story is mine, and the second one I'll share after that. So let's continue with the first story. So once the decompression surgery was done, everything was all right, except I lost 5 kgs of weight immediately. Once I was out of the operation theater, I lost 5 kgs of my weight. All the fat from my body melted like the snow melts in the sun. It felt like I had been completely squeezed. That was the drastic change that happened in me, and it did not stop there. I had to take pain medication for the next 6 months because I used to have unimaginable pain in my body, and I could not sustain without painkillers. 15 months I took the TB medication, and it does not stop there. I stopped sleeping at night. As soon as the TB medication was started, I would not get sleep at night. No matter how hard I try, I would be up and awake till 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning. And the worst part was because of the reaction of the TB drug, I had a drug allergy, and I used to get itching all over my body from below the neck to my ankles, and it used to be so severe. When I went to the skin doctor, she just told me, please don't scratch it. Now if you are getting this itching and I tell you not to scratch it, will you be able to stop yourself? I really don't think so, because there was no solution to this. The TB medication could not be stopped, and there was no solution to this itching, to this drug allergy. So I completely used to scratch myself day in and day out, and after a few months, my whole body was full of scars, black scars. You can imagine what happened with my self-image. It completely went crashing down. I stopped looking at myself in the mirror. Now let me share the second story. Imagine you undergo a severe accident. 6 of your vertebrae are broken, and you need to undergo a radical spine surgery called the Harrington rod surgery. You have consulted the best of the best doctors, and every doctor is of the same opinion: surgery or paralysis. What would you do? I'm sure that each and every one of you would go and opt in for the surgery. until and unless you have been a student of the mind and body connection. In this case, the victim, Dr. Joe Dispenza, whose story this is, denied to go for surgery. In fact, the prognosis for him was that even after the surgery, he might never be able to walk again. If at all, he might be, very, very dependent. So he denied. Now, who is Dr. Joe Dispenza and why did he deny the surgery? And what did he do? What happened to him? So let me share the story further with you. So this happened in 1986. And Dr. Joe Dispenza was then, at that time, just a 23-year-old young boy, a practicing chiropractor. And he was actually taking part in one of the triathlons, and he was on his bicycle trying to, cross the finishing line. And just, at that time, a car came from the back, hit him. He flew up in the air, got thrown, dashed on the road, and he broke 6 of his vertebrae. Now, Dr. Joe Dispenza believed in this mind and body connection. He believed in this body's innate intelligence to go ahead and heal itself. And he did not want to miss this opportunity to actually put it to use. This was the time when he could try and test out his belief. And he decided that. So what he did is nothing short of, in our words, in the ordinary, people's world, we call it miracle. It was actually not miracle. It was very much the science, the secret of mind and body connection. He built each and every vertebra of his, one vertebra at a time, by focusing on healing it, by giving directions to his mind, to his subconscious mind, to go ahead and heal it. It did not happen overnight. It took him almost like 3 months. By the time he could get into a comfortable position, it took him 1.5 months to kind of silence the chatter of the mind, to make it think only what he wanted it to think, to make it focus only on the healing. But it did happen eventually. And then it started getting easier and easier, and finally one day he was actually able to walk on his own, and not only walk on his own, he started getting completely, again into fitness and everything, and leading better life than, what he was probably leading before. It's ironic that whenever we are hit by a trauma or crisis in our lives, we start doing exactly that which we should not be doing. That is thinking about what we do not want, rather than focusing our energies, our time, our attention, our stamina on the things that we really want for ourselves. And if we can learn doing that, we can really change our lives for good. And not only health-wise. I mean, I'm not really just talking about a healthy body. We can actually capture our subconscious mind and train it to give us whatever we want in our lives. So the purpose of sharing these 2 stories with you today was to kind of introduce you to the power that a mind has, which goes completely unutilized from the time we are born to the time we die. We keep struggling, trying to make our ends meet, trying to, go through this life with so much of struggle. But I think, when we are children, when we are in the school, or even if we are parents, I think the first thing which should teach our children is how to basically control our mind, how to develop a connection with our subconscious mind and lead a fulfilling and best life. For today in this video, I'll not share anything more, but I'll come with loads of other video. I have lots to share with you, but not today. So keep watching, and you'll be seeing another very interesting and intriguing video from me once again. Till then, keep healthy, keep happy, and keep motivated. And another thing, if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, go ahead and hit subscribe. Make sure you like the video, share it with your friends and family, turn on the notifications, because now I'll keep bringing loads of such benefiting videos for you. So, bye-bye.